From the very beginning, our objective was not to use violence against the demonstrators or to use any force, for two reasons. First of all, the political leadership had instructed us to avoid the use of force against the demonstrators. And secondly, the site was such that any use of force could have undesirable consequences. In the area next to the square, there were three embassies: the French embassy, the Russian embassy, and the embassy of Italy. There was also the University Kaladzor. There is the University of Kaladzor. I'm sorry, Mr. Hunanian. Are you saying that in order to avoid the clash, what did the police do? Did you negotiate with the demonstrators? To avoid the clash, we immediately started negotiating. This is when you're negotiating, right? In front of the Myasnikian statue, among the demonstrators, we found Samvel Gevorkyan, as you can see, and the Erjani Gabgaryan. There they are. They are some of the leaders of the Pan-Armenian movement. And they declared that they assumed the responsibility for the demonstrators and the demonstration. They said they were responsible for the people who had gathered there. We demanded that they immediately leave the area near the French embassy. And we suggested, if they wanted to have a demonstration or a rally, we suggested they could go to the square near the railway station. They disagreed. They said it's too far from the city center. They don't want to leave the city center, they said. And we suggested then going to the Republican Stadium, or next to the Republican Stadium. It seemed at first that they agreed. They asked for some time to get the agreement of the people who were there. So for about 5 to 10 minutes they negotiated, and they came back and they said, no, we disagree, they said. I ask you not to violate the rules, not break the cars. I'm not removing my staff, not touching any one of your people, and you're going to the Matenadaran. Going up this way, you go up there, and you go to the next to the Matenadaran. Okay, give us some time to think. Wait, I'm sorry, there's nothing to think. We need calmly, first of all, to tell these people to open this part. Then we will quietly march to the Matenadaran. Just tell Levon. Well, let them tell Levon first. Going this way, up this way, all the way there to Matenadaran. Here, give him a microphone. He needs a microphone. Give him a microphone. Give me a microphone. Where is it? Give him the microphone. We are moving to Matenadaran, through Mashtots Avenue. Please be calm, remain calm. They march to the Matenadaran. Do you understand? Okay. Okay, here's with your police officers, okay? Understand? Mr. Hunanian, it seems like the negotiations worked. They reached agreement. So what happened afterwards? I mean, we see the video, the police cars are basically leaving the square. As you could see in the video, just later, David Shahnazarian arrived on the scene and he continued negotiating, saying that what Evgeny Gabgaryan was saying was not a basis for us, and that they were responsible for the event, and he assumed responsibility. He made a declaration to the demonstrators. By the way, the demonstrators were not 1,000, 2,000, they were over 10,000 at that point. He declared that there's an agreement with the police and that they were moving to the area next to the Matenadaran for the demonstration. But it seemed like the demonstrators were not moving. Well, the agreement was that we would leave the place. First, we would leave the front row. We would take out our special technical means, after which they would move to the Matenadaran area. At first, we were going to leave the place because we had to go to Matenadaran to be deployed so that we could maintain the public order near the Matenadaran. After all, why did they not leave the place? Well, after we moved, then we found out. We were expecting that the demonstrators would march up Mashtots Avenue to Matenadaran. They came late. Then we found out that after we left, Nikol Pashinyan came to the scene, to the demonstrators, and he found out about our negotiations, and he declared that whatever was promised was not a basis, and that he was in charge of the demonstration, that they were not leaving for any place, and that they would continue demonstrating there. And so the people did not move to the Matenadaran. We are moving to the Matenadaran. No, if you don't trust us, take this microphone and guide the people. If you trust us, then you don't have to get stuck on the words, whether it's going to be early or late, we go now or we go in 5 minutes. Either you trust us or you don't. That's it. After my speech, I hope that we will split into 4 groups. Each one will approach one entrance. Barricade-like structures have been set up. Everyone will set up something little and it will work. And I urge every one of you to have something in your hands for organizing self-defense, whether it's wood, stone, whatever. Yes, they're shouting. It's true that the police... You see, you don't imagine how happy I was when I found out that you took away the shields and the truncheons from the police. So what's happening now? Are they moving to deeds from words, or what's happening? Please comment. Well, basically, before we left, we thought that we should reinforce our units near the embassies, the French embassy, the Russian embassy, and the Italian embassy. We also reinforced the city administration building because we thought that, although they had agreed peacefully to move away, there might be some issues. But basically, they did what we could not have expected. After we left, they started attacking the Yerevan city administration police officers who were serving there. They started crushing the windows, the entrance doors to the city administration, and to exert violence against the police officers who were serving there. When we heard this news, as we had already been deployed near the Matenadaran, we had to return towards Baronian